What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Acts of Creation. So, when it comes to rhythm guitar, the mantra or the cliche of 035 gets a lot of hate, and I think it's time to stop hating it, right? So, what am I taking, right? 035, right? And we tend to play a lot in that area, especially in drop tunings, but I think, there's something to be had there, right? Things become cliche for a reason. Okay? Like something that's cliche but makes me cringe more than an 035 riff is that kind of stuff. That stuff has been played for decades, right? But let's stop the hate on 035, and I'll show you why. Imagine we're on a 7-string guitar in drop A tuning, right? What does that mean? And this works for drop D2, okay? You don't have to be on the 7th string. Now, we have our low string. That means our octave of that note is on the 5th fret of the 6th string. If you're on a 6-string guitar, it would be the 5th string. It's the same thing. Okay? That's a good starting point. We know where our octave is, our low note and our high note of the scale, essentially. All right? So there's some good stuff to be had there. Now, 035, right? And you saw me playing 3 a whole step behind it. Now, we can also go, basically we're playing the blues scale here, right? Channeling our inner metal Metallica blues style riffage, right? That's kind of what this goes after, but we can make some tension in some fun ways, right? So we have our octave, we have the 3rd fret behind it. That note really wants to pull back up. Okay, so now we have the 3rd fret on this case, the 5th string, right? Or it's the minor 3rd, right? Or the minor dyad. I hate that term. Doesn't tell me anything musically about what I'm playing. It just references a 2-note chord, right? Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't tell me I'm playing a minor chord. It doesn't tell me I'm playing a major chord. But I digress. Okay, so if we play the blues scale, right, all of a sudden we start channeling our inner hard rock, whatever genre you want to put that in, okay? But it riffs, and don't hate on it, right? Things become cliche for a reason. All right, so we have a root note, a whole step behind it, back to a root note, up a minor 3rd, 3 on the next string, 5, same string, 6. Now, we can add some extra fun dark metal tension by playing, this is a root note, a half step above it, right? Or a flat 2 or a minor 2nd. All right, so far, so good, right? We have some 035, we have some cliché, bluesy riffage, but where does the drop tuning come into this? Well, we're in a drop A tuning, whether you're in a drop D tuning or drop C tuning, however it is, how it works is the low string is the same as the A string in this case, which is why it's a drop A. If you're on a 6th string, it's a drop D. What does that mean? It means that anything I play on this string is the same thing. Right? It's the same note, so I can play those same notes higher and lower. Right? It's fun and it riffs out and you can just come up with ideas for days, right? And then, you can start being a little creative with it. something that I've talked about in some of the other drop D and drop A lessons is, cross stringing or using the scale patterns to come up with chords that you might not usually play, rather than just power chords, right? So if I'm playing an octave here on 5, I can play that note with 3, 6, 5. And then I can combine that and you can get some really ugly tensed chords, or you can get really beautiful minor chords, as well as your standard kind of sussy. Oh man, riffs for days if you ask me. Gotta stop the hate. Stop the hate. So, that half step above that tension note that you played. Right? Well, this is A. That means we can play that first fret down there on the low string, get super 1-0-1-0-0-1-0-0-1-y on it. I don't know, man. It's good stuff. It's a lot of fun. 035. Start loving it. Stop hating it, right? Down in the description below, you can find some of the tabs, some of the ideas, chordal ideas, scalar ideas that we talked about. As always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.